Here we will be discussing regarding the preparation of Gram Panchayat Development Plan. So here we will be discussing each step in detail. So let's discuss in detail the steps. So as we can see, there are 9 steps involved, from initiation of GPD, the Gram Panchayat Development Planning process at the Panchayat Committee, to approval of Gram Panchayat Development Program by Gram Sabha. Coming to the first step, that is the initiation of Gram Panchayat Development Plan process at the Panchayat Committee. Here the resource person or the charge officers trained in Gram Panchayat Development Plan should explain in detail the concept of Gram Panchayat Development Plan and its process to the full Gram Panchayat Committee. This is essential as it will make them understand the process and steps for preparation of Gram Panchayat Development Plan. It helps in identifying the role of Gram Panchayat Committee and other stakeholders in participatory planning process. It also helps in understanding the resources available at the potential optimum use, and thereafter the Gram Panchayat Committee should meet and carry out the following tasks. The tasks include discuss letters, government orders, circulars related to Gram Panchayat Development Plan, decide on local publicity campaigns, decide on different committee working group required to constitute following the state Gram Panchayat Development Planning guides, etc. Understanding the resource envelope of the Panchayat. The Gram Panchayat Committee should know the resources on the basis of which it is to prepare the Gram Panchayat Development Plan. It needs to consider the financial and the human resources already available or expected to be available, along with the resources that can be potentially generated. Here, they should also identify the issues to be discussed in the Gram Sabha. Step 2, that is the initial Gram Sabha of Gram Panchayat Development Plan. The Gram Sabha will be the first one in the entire process of Gram Panchayat Development Plan preparation. People should be informed beforehand about the Gram Sabha to ensure maximum participation. Here, all SHGs and the functional committee members should be mobilized. And the main points to be noted while conducting the Gram Sabha is that each agenda item should be properly discussed and all the queries should be clarified and answered. Here, decisions should be read out at the end of the meeting, and also minutes need to be recorded along with the signature of each member of Gram Sabha. And the third step is the situational analysis. As we know, people are well versed with the situations that has been influencing their life. Situational analysis is a process through which the issues and the need of community and the gaps where intervention is needed are identified. Situational analysis refers to the assessment of the development status of the Gram Panchayat. It is primarily required to assess existing scenario of the Gram Panchayat on various development issues. Here it provides the basic information on the gaps in infrastructure, amenities and services that exist, as well as the potential for future development. This analysis can serve as the basis of setting priorities for the issues to be incorporated in the Gram Panchayat Development Plan. The fourth step is the Gram Panchayat meeting on Draft Development Status Report, that is a DSR. So after completion of the Draft Development Status Report of the Gram Panchayat Development Plan, the draft report has to be presented in the Gram Panchayat meeting as soon as possible. This is because the Panchayat will get a basic idea regarding the community's needs and gaps, and the Draft Development Status Report should be approved by the Gram Panchayat Committee before it is placed in Gram Sabha, as necessary modifications can be made and the modified document further can be internalized before it is present in the Gram Sabha. And the fifth step is visioning and prioritization at Gram Sabha. This is the Gram Sabha of the Gram Panchayat Development Plan process to be conducted after preparation of the Draft Development Status Report. The Draft Development Status Report is to be finalized during the Gram Sabha, and the development issue should be prioritized for the annual plan and the 5-year perspective plan. Sixth step is the draft plan preparation. So a draft plan should be prepared based on the final DSR that was approved by the Vision and Prioritization Gram Sabha. This plan will contain the details about resources allocated to various sectors and projects and mode of implementation. The step 7 is the project preparation. After preparation of plan and allocation of the funds from the respective resources, a detailed project along with the budget estimate need to be prepared. This should be jointly prepared by the working groups or task force, respective line department officials, and the Gram Panchayat committee. Step A is the Gram Panchayat committee meeting for validation of the final plan. The Gram Panchayat committee meeting is needed for validating the final plan prepared based on the technically sanctioned projects and resources allocation. The Panchayat committee should ensure that the plan is prepared as per the decision of Gram Sabha and place it to the Gram Sabha for final approval. Step 9. Approval of Gram Panchayat Development Plan by Gram Sabha. The Gram Panchayat Development Plan prepared shall be placed before the Gram Sabha either for approval or information as per the state guidelines seen here. The next step involves the plan implementation and monitoring. The Gram Panchayat should ensure that the Gram Panchayat Development Plan to be implemented in its true spirit, because of which a proper monitoring is also necessary. Deviation from the approved activities must be avoided, and approval of Gram Panchayat committee with proper justification must be taken in case of any activity needs to be undertaken which is not a part of approved plan. The Gram Panchayat should also ensure participation of local people in implementation and monitoring of the approved activities. Let's now discuss regarding the summary of the chapter. As we know, systematic planning is essential at every level for achieve objective of development in general and rural development in particular. But preparation of planning at any levels need technical team, expertise, resources, and above all, coordination among the interagency, intra-agency, as well as different stakeholders. The wide publicity among the citizens regarding importance of the participation in plan process and capacity building of the functional stakeholders need to be given the top priority. Resource envelope, mainly through on security revenue, that is OSR, need to be enhanced at the entry level itself. Hope the session regarding the Rural Institution Planning and Development Unit 2 was clear to all of you. Have a happy learning. Thank you for listening.